Uh, Good day, guys. Good day, good day. I hope you're doing great. I hope maybe you're here actually to improve actually your trading career so that you can reach your targets. So, the topic is actually do this actually exactly what I'm going to show you so that you can actually reach your goals. When I say the goals, I'm talking about the targets, the profits that you want to reach, whatever that you want to reach actually in the market. But it's not that easy. It's not that easy because actually when we go on the market, especially when you don't have the proper training, sometimes you just think maybe you just go out there, trade, and reach your goals. And actually, it doesn't really work like that. And when I start to check, this is not actually only on trading, but actually in life in general. We don't actually do something and get the results immediately. There are things that we're supposed to do to get those results. So I don't really want to make this video very long. So I will just share this screen and just to show you and just to make you to understand, because I think maybe if you explain things with charts like this, it's quite straightforward. So actually this is like for people who trade, whether you trade Nasdaq, whether you trade currency pairs or volatility index, as long as you taking this as your career and as long as you have goals that you want to reach. But how do we reach those goals? So the problem is here. I can say here it's you actually. This is the starting point. Actually, this is your account. Let's say maybe you have like $1,000. This is actually your account. So most of us, what we do is we starting with this account. We want to do what? We just want to jump to our goals, and at the end of the day, we call that overnight success or like something like that. Actually, that is not actually possible. Why? You can't just have that $1,000 account and then you take trades, you don't even have a plan, then guess what? Now you actually reached your goals. That's not possible. So, what is possible is I need to show you this, because for you to reach this area as goals, there must be something. There is that middleman. There is a middleman, which we call that price. You can call that price or what? Process. This process is what you're going to use to help you to reach this area. You're going to start, you follow this process. This process is going to include the discipline, everything, until, and it's going to hand you over what? The goals. You see, you don't just reach any area without any process. So I just needed to give you a very nice example. So let me do something like this. So it's like, actually here it's something, let's say you're a farmer, for example, because this, I think it can be way too easier. You have seeds, actually you have seeds that you can grow and do something. Let's say maybe cabbage or spinach. I like to give this example, by the way. This actually is actually what I like to teach in my group. So what's really happening here is the seeds are for nice spinach or cabbage. You can see this is a full grown spinach or cabbage, you see. So for the farmer has to have a nice process to get a very nice and full grown cabbage or spinach or any fruit or vegetable. So there is a process that he needs to follow. He can't just plow this and at the end of the day he get the results. Similar to us, we like to treat trading like it's not a business. It's a full business. This is just a complete business. So if you start to avoid the rules of nature, especially how things reach the goals, when you start to avoid the rules of business, then you can't reach there. You see. So why we supposed to follow this? Because if you have these seeds, you know, this maybe we can say it's a soil. It's soil. Your soil should be fertile. There must be some time where you're supposed to graze your the soil. Everything should go, whatever that goes in this area as the price actually, or the process, it will hand you over this area. So which means sometimes you can not even think about the last product and think about the process. Once you think about the process, it's going to be easier for you to reach this area, as long as you know where you're going, as long as you understand. So if I can clear that, I can say we're going to have something like this. You see, we're going to have something like this. I don't really want to make this video very long, but if you are new to this channel, guys, please smash that subscribe button. So as a trader, you have your account. It doesn't matter how much you have. So that account is actually nothing without this process, because you can't reach your goals. It's where you're going to make money, you lose, you blow the accounts all over the place. Why? Because you don't have that plan. So I just wrote something for you, just so that I can at least maybe make this video very short. So this account is nothing without this process or price. Price, actually, we're talking about time. We're talking about discipline. Are you disciplined enough to follow your trading plan? Are you disciplined enough to follow your strategy? Are you disciplined enough to wait for the market to confirm before you say you buy, or you're going to say maybe you sell? Do you have an entry strategy? Yes or no? If it's no, you understand. How do you expect to reach your goals? You know you don't have a trading plan, but you expect to reach your goals. You see, whatever that you have here, this discipline is going to help you to be consistent. Look at the businesses out there which are consistent. They have the right formula. Do you have the right formula to reach the goals? Do you have the right instruments that you trade in, whether it's Nasdaq, USDT, or whatever? Do you have a specific one that you can say, okay, I'm going to trade that, and that is going to, I'm going to reach the goals. But for you to reach those goals, the discipline should be there. The entry strategies should be there. The risk management that you're supposed to apply should be there. The amount that you're supposed to risk, the amount that you're willing to risk, you should know about that. And your job, once you identify that, actually this process is quite similar to trading plan, and we mixing that with emotions. Once you follow that, actually it means your emotions just won't go all over the place, because you know that, oh, on this process, I know that when I trade, when I lose, I get out. When I make money, I get out. I know how much I'm supposed to risk. If I lose this much, I'm out. I know how many times I can trade with this account. You no longer plan from here, from the goals, going backwards. Because some people, they have these goals, they have like 100,000 actually goals, and then they skip this area and they say, I will just use 10 lot size, whatever, but the account maybe is too smaller. Then that way, it's a formula for you to say, it's a formula actually to say you can't reach actually your goals. For you to reach, or for us, let's just say for us to reach our goals, we should have a solid plan, a solid structure that we're going to repeat that consistently. Look at the shops like restaurants like McDonald's, KFCs, and the other ones. They just repeat the same formula, and they are consistent with that formula. You see, they have a plan, and they have a process that they use to reach what? Their goals. And once you are consistent on this, the discipline should help you to make this consistent. And once you are consistent, obviously that is going to form as your habit. I'm not saying that you're not going to lose. I'm not saying that you're not going to lose. Yes, sometimes you're still going to lose, but you are consistent. You are consistent. It means once you are consistent like that, it's going to be easier for you to reach your goals. But since that's why I did not actually use this as a process, I used the price. This is going to take time. Just know that it's going to take time. You should be disciplined enough to say, oh, here I'm supposed to not participate in the market like this, like today. Actually, not today. Let's say this week. This week we have, like tomorrow, we have FOMC interest rates in the US, which we know that the market from now on, or this week, the market will be just going up and down. At the same time, It's earnings season for major companies. I'm talking about Microsoft, Apple's, and whatever. This week. So if you trade like us, if you trade Nasdaq, do you expect the market will be like stable? No, the market won't be stable. So do we know how Amazon or Microsoft performed? Actually, it's no. We're waiting for that to happen. So will you participate in something that you don't actually know? That should be part of this price, this process. Those things should be there. Check your fundamentals. If things they don't allow you to, if maybe situations is not allowing you to participate in the market, why not stay out? Tomorrow is still another day. Next week is still another day. We only, for when we lose much, I'm not saying that we're not going to lose. We start to lose much when we no longer have this direction, because this price here or this process is going to help us with the direction. We will start to understand where we're going. We'll understand to know which is the right market to participate in. This time, this week, next week, or whatever. And we will know when it's not the right time. And we will wait if we're supposed to wait. And we will know when we reach our goal. But just know that from this account, you can't move from this year. You just deposited something, then you expect to reach this area. That's why you will still go up and down. Why? Because there's something not in order. Once you start to make sure that this process is in order, you no longer care much about these goals. You no longer set crazy goals. You can set whatever that you want, but if you perfect, which is not going to be perfect, by the way, if you perfect this process, your trading plan, your lot size that you're going to risk, the risk that you're willing to take, and you see that you're not going to blow the account, you make sure that your stop loss is always there, because you're not a magician. You don't know when the market is going to give you lemons. You don't know when you're going to lose. And if we control that area, because that is something that we can control in the market, the losses, we can control that. But you can't actually control the wins. The market can just give you 5 pips or 5 ticks or whatever. But you have something that you can control. You can control and say, you know what, I'm willing to give the market something. I'm willing to give the market only $10 or $100 if your account is bigger. And once you lose, yes, I'm willing to lose that. Don't let the market choose for you, because the market will do that if you don't know what you're doing. You will lose when you are in a loss, then you start to adjust the stop loss. You don't even know when to wait. Why? Because you don't really have a nice plan. If you had a plan, you were going to say, no, it's time for me to do what? To stop. No, it's time for me to get out. Tomorrow is still another day. Then this process is going to control your emotions, because now you have something that you really following. But if you don't really have this direction, if you don't really have this plan, this process, for you to reach here, I don't know, it's not going to be easier. It's going to be like a hell. Then you're going to say, oh, the market is doing this. These guys, they don't teach me this. They don't show me this. Why? Because you just need to skip this process. If maybe you were a farmer, it means you were just going to do what? To do maybe plow the seeds. Tomorrow you expect a very nice big cabbage, which is it's impossible. This goes step by step. This process, and then you get the results. You don't get the results if there is no any other process that you're going to make. And that process, unfortunately, nature will test us. Sometimes you follow it, sometimes you don't really follow that. And that is something that we're supposed to do what? To learn to be disciplined. So this is actually going to be your task, to find someone who is going to help you with that process. If you want to be part of the team, yes, until this weekend, we still have that special where you can join for $60. But that is not for that. You can still get someone who is going to help you to manage your time, to help you to wait if the directions are not telling you to get in the market. Someone who's going to hold you accountable if you are not disciplined, because it's not easy. This is just a whole business. If you don't treat it as a business, yeah, then you are in some serious trouble. Maybe this industry is not for you, because we know it's difficult and it's very stressful. So I hope maybe you're going to follow that. You're going to modify whatever that you modify, and just know that for you to reach this area, there is something that you should have, and that thing, it should be a plan. That plan should be on a paper, so that you can able to remind you every day. We know that you can use your mental notes, whatever, but it's better to have something on a paper that you can able to watch every day, something to check every day, and make sure maybe you correct somewhere, you change where you're supposed to change. And the best thing that you can do is all these things that I'm trying to show you here, they just going to help you to be consistent, apply risk management, and you know when to participate in the market. Not every day it's a day for us to participate in the market. I hope you understand that. So guys, I hope maybe this is going to help you. And if this helps you guys, you can share the comments on the comment section. Let me know if this thing all helped you, or maybe something else. So thank you very much, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. Later on, we're gonna go on our live session. Thank you very much.